A lot of gardeners think surviving a summer heat wave is all about watering more. I used to think the same thing, but after watching my plants struggle through scorching days, I realized the real secret is helping the soil hold moisture and keeping plants healthy from the roots up. Today, I'll show you 3 simple, low-cost ways to protect your garden from extreme heat, and at the end, I'll share a bonus homemade fertilizer made from expired bread that most people would throw away. Method 1. Keep the soil cool with mulch. The first thing I always do during hot weather is cover the soil with mulch. You can use straw, wood chips, dried leaves, or even sawdust if that's what you have available. Think of mulch as a protective blanket for your garden. It shields the soil from direct sunlight, helping it stay cooler throughout the day while reducing water evaporation. That means the soil stays moist much longer after watering, giving roots a better chance to absorb the water they need before it disappears into the air. Mulch also suppresses weeds, which compete with your vegetables for valuable moisture during dry weather. Healthy roots, cooler soil, and fewer weeds all work together to help plants handle extreme heat much more easily. Method 2. Feed the soil with rice water. The next trick costs absolutely nothing. Instead of pouring rice wash water down the drain, collect it and use it around your plants. Rice water contains small amounts of minerals and natural starch. While it isn't a complete fertilizer, the starch feeds beneficial soil microorganisms. As these microbes become more active, they help break down organic matter and make nutrients easier for plant roots to absorb. Because rice water is very gentle, it's a better choice than strong fertilizers during heat waves. Heavy feeding can encourage soft new growth that dries out quickly in intense sun, while rice water provides mild support without adding extra stress. Always use fresh rice water and pour it directly onto the soil rather than the leaves. Method 3. Water more efficiently. The final heat wave tip is improving how you water your plants. A drip irrigation system is one of the best ways to conserve water because it delivers moisture slowly, right where the roots need it most. If you don't have one, you can make a simple DIY version using an old plastic bottle. Poke a few small holes near the bottom. Fill it with water and place it beside the plant. The water slowly seeps into the soil over several hours instead of running off the surface or evaporating quickly. This steady supply encourages deeper root growth, making plants much more resilient during long periods of hot, dry weather. Bonus tip: turn expired bread into a homemade liquid fertilizer. This simple homemade fertilizer gives your plants a gentle nutrient boost while supporting healthy soil life. It's an easy, low-cost way to recycle expired bread into something useful that can help vegetables, herbs, flowering plants, and fruit trees grow stronger. If you have some expired bread sitting in your kitchen, don't throw it away. Tear the bread into small pieces and place them in a container. Cover everything with water. Put a lid on the container and let it soak for about 24 hours. During this time, the bread softens, allowing some of its carbohydrates and minerals to dissolve into the water. After 24 hours, strain the liquid into a larger container filled with clean water to dilute it. Don't waste the leftover bread pieces. They can go straight into your compost pile, where they'll continue breaking down into valuable organic matter. Now add about 100 milliliters of regular dairy milk to the diluted bread water. Followed by a small amount of white or brown sugar. Milk supplies calcium along with small amounts of potassium, phosphorus, and protein, while the sugar feeds beneficial microorganisms in the soil. As these microbes become more active, they help break down organic matter and make nutrients more available to plant roots. Stir everything well until the ingredients are fully mixed. Your homemade liquid fertilizer is now ready to use. Pour it slowly around the base of your vegetables, herbs, flowering plants, or fruit trees, applying it directly to the soil rather than the leaves. For best results, use it in the early morning or late evening when cooler temperatures help the soil absorb moisture more efficiently. This fertilizer works best as an occasional plant tonic rather than a replacement for compost or a balanced fertilizer. Applying it every 2 to 4 weeks can help support healthy soil activity and provide plants with a gentle supply of nutrients. One important thing to remember is to use it in moderation. Since it contains bread, milk, and sugar, applying too much or storing it for several days, especially in hot weather, can encourage unwanted fungal growth or attract insects. It's best to prepare a fresh batch whenever you need it and use it the same day after mixing. Method number 5, tons of ornamental chilies. To grow ornamental chilies in a wooden box, start by preparing the container with a balanced growing medium. A simple mix of soil and compost in a 50-50 ratio creates a nutrient-rich base that supports healthy root development. After filling the wooden box, seedlings can be placed into small dugout spots. and gently firmed into place. Watering immediately afterwards helps settle the soil around the roots and reduces transplant shock. Within about 19 days, the plants usually show strong growth. At this point, removing the top leaves is useful because it encourages the plant to stop growing upward and instead focus on creating more side branches. More branches mean more places for flowers and fruits to develop later, resulting in a fuller and more productive ornamental plant. Loosening the soil around the plants is another important step. This allows more air to reach the roots, prevents the soil from compacting, and helps water penetrate more evenly. Adding a little compost on top refreshes the nutrient supply and supports continued healthy growth. By around day 40, the plants typically reach a mature shape, and small fruit-like structures begin to form. These early chili formations often look like tiny flowers, adding to the ornamental appeal. Enhancing the soil with additional ingredients at this stage supports stronger fruiting, better color development, and more robust plant health. As the growth continues toward day 71, the chilies are usually well formed but still green. With regular watering and stable growing conditions, the fruits continue to mature. By day 79, many chilies shift from green to bright red, while some stay green, creating a vibrant contrast. At this point, the fruits are fully mature, visually attractive, and ready for harvest or display.